All right, here we are in lesson 5, video 2, and we are continuing to look at the effect of multiplying and dividing numbers by powers of 10, and these numbers are going to be decimal numbers. So you need your place value chart that is on page 43 in your Learn book. Don't tear it out. You're going to do your work right on there so you can show it to me when you do your mastery check. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and represent 8 thousandths on your place value chart, like what I have right here, 8 thousandths. Okay, make it a little small so you have lots of room on your place value chart. And what number is represented on that place value chart? That's 8 thousandths, right? 8 thousandths. And what number is 10 times as much as 8 thousandths? What number is 10 times as much? Yes, 8 hundredths. So times 10, we're moving to the left. 8 hundredths is 10 times as much as 8 thousandths. Go ahead and put that on your place value chart so you have that as part of your notes. And what equation would show the statement that our place value chart now represents? What equation? Can you write an equation there? You could put it on the page facing your place value chart, or you could put it on the next page, the back of the place value chart. Anywhere where you can remember where it is, because this is your notes, so you know what you're learning, and also you can show me when you come for mastery check. All right, so there it is. 8 thousandths times 10 is equal to 8 hundredths, right? 8 thousandths times 10. Think about, we're moving to the left on our place value chart. Okay. Now, how could we show 100 times as much as 8 thousandths? Can you do that on your place value chart? Show 100 times. You already showed 10, right? And we know that 10 times 10 is 100. So you moved thousands to hundreds. You have your 8 there. Now move it to tenths. So 8 thousandths times 10 is equal to 8 tenths. All right. Can you write that equation where you wrote the last equation? You can add that one there. I want the 10 times 10 because we're showing the 2 jumps there. All right, go ahead and write that down. If I'm going too fast, don't forget that you can always pause me and then restart the video. Okay? All right, then also, we know that 10 times 10 is 100, so we can just make the 2 jumps and move straight to the tenths. So you can do it 2 different ways. You see the 2 different ways there? Okay, make sure that you have both of those recorded on your place value chart for your notes. I will be looking for those. Okay, and then I want to know, how is the digit 8 in 8 thousandths related to the digit 8 in 8 tenths? Okay, so our digit 8 in 8 thousandths related to our digit 8 in 8 tenths. Here's our 8 tenths. Okay, what do you think? Our digit 8 in 8 thousandths and our digit 8 in 8 tenths. What's the relationship there? Well, we already know that the 8 tenths is 100 times as much as 8 thousandths, right? So multiplying by 100 is the same as multiplying by 10 twice. And for every 10 that we multiply, we're moving to the left on our place value chart. Okay, was that backwards for you on your video? I'm not sure. Anyway, you're moving, your numbers are getting larger, you're moving across the place value chart. Okay? We know that 100 is 10 times 10, and we already have our equations there, right? Could we write an equation using an exponent? Let's see. Could we change it? Instead of 100, we could write 8 thousandths times 10 to the second power, right? So we can write it as 10 times 10, we can write it as 100, or we could write it as 10 to the second power because we are studying exponents powers of 10. All right. What about 1,000 times 8,000? How many times would we shift 1,000 if we were multiplying by 1,000? I want the question, but not the answer. It's a little hard to show there. Okay, maybe if I move myself. All right, so how would you represent 1,000 times as much as 8,000 on the place value chart? You're going to be moving 3 times to the left. Did you notice 3 zeros? And also 1,000 is 10 times 10 times 10, so 10 to the third power. So we're going to be moving 3 times to the left, right there. You can see, oh, but that was a different problem. All right, sorry about that. I thought I had a visual of it for you. All right, but what about some different equations? Let's look at these. 8 thousandths times 1,000 would be 8. 8 thousandths times 10 to the 10 times 10 would be 8. And 8 thousandths times 10 to the third power would also be 8. Okay? Oh, and if we wanted to go to 80, 10 to the fourth power. And if we wanted to go to 800, 10 to the fifth power. Okay? All right. Now let's go to page 45 in your book where you have the magnifying glass. And let's look at number 1 together. We're going to do a couple of problems together, and then we'll move into video number 3. All right, so looking at number 1, let's see. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't want the answers though. There we go. All right, so this is what you have in the book in front of you. It says use the place value chart to complete the equations. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths times 1,000. So 5 hundredths times 1,000, right? So we're looking at 5 hundredths times 1,000. Oh, I could write 10 to the third power, right? Oh, that's probably what's supposed to be down here. I was just trying to shortcut the amount of writing I needed to do. Okay, so let me get my pen again. 5 hundredths times 1,000, right? And that's bringing us out here to tens. So I have 5 tens. That's the same as 50, right? And I'm moving over 1, 2, 3 times. So 5 hundredths times 1,000 is 50. And then 5 hundredths times 10 times 10 times 10. Same answer. I'm just showing it in a different way. Well, that's also going to be 50. And then 5 hundredths times 10 to the third power. Sometimes I'm pretty good at this. Other times, not so much. And that's also going to be 50. Okay, make sure you have that written in your book for number 1. If you don't have it and I take it away too fast, go ahead and rewind the video. Okay, let's look at our next problem in your book. That would be number 2. Yeah, there's number 2. Okay, 9 tenths times 10 to the second power. Now think about what is 10 to the second power. That would be 100. And we're multiplying by 9. I don't know about you, but I like to look at my place value chart, which is right there 1 page over. And if I'm in 9 tenths, I'm moving to my left. Oh, times 100. So I'm going to move to my left 2 times. So it's going to change from 9 tenths to 90, right? Okay. And then I have 1 thousandths times 10 to the fourth power. Oh, 4. That's 10,000. 4 zeros. 4 jumps to the left, right? So I'm going to put my finger in the thousandths place, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm landing in the tens place. So 1,000th times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. That's 4 jumps. I'm going to end up with 10, right? Because I'm ending up in the tens place. And I'm moving a 1 all the way over. Okay, you tried this one. 1 7/10 times 10 to the third power. How many jumps? Okay, and I'm going to picture. I like to just picture one of the numbers, and I like to pick the first one. So I'm going to start with my 1, right? And I'm going to move my 1 3 times. Well, it's going to go off of this grid. So if you're using your place value chart, you might want to get one of the place value charts in the sleeve, or you just have to think tens to hundreds, hundreds to thousands, thousands to 10,000s. That would be 3 jumps, right? So that would take me to 1,700. I'm sorry, I think I said that a little bit wrong. 1, I'm going to jump to tens, I'm going to jump to hundreds, I'm going to jump to thousands. Okay, so then I have 1,700. My 7 just comes along for the ride on the jump. Okay, determine the power of 10 that would make this a true statement. Okay, I'm going to leave that one for you to do on your own, but I just want you to remember that the exponent in the power of 10 tells us how many tens we're multiplying by. And the number of places, each digit in the decimal number shifts to the left, right? If it's a fourth power, then I'm going to go 4 places. All right, I'll see you in video number 3. Great job, everybody.